What's up, everybody? In this video, we have to explain what transformations would be applied to y equals f of x given this transform function here. So y equals negative 3 over 2 f of negative 4 over 3x minus 4 plus 4. So to get or to explain what the transformations are, we basically have to find the transformation values. And then from there, it's pretty easy to state what happens with each one. So in general, what you want is you want the function to be in this format. And notice that it's almost in this format, except for this x value. Notice it's not by itself, it has this negative 4 over 3 attached, so we have to factor it out as the k value, but then that's going to change this value, which is going to be the d value. So basically, what we want to do is we want to take this function and rewrite it as f of, factor out negative 4 over 3, and then we're left with bracket x. And then what we have to do to find out what's left in the bracket, we have to take negative 4 and divide it by negative 4 over 3. So it's like negative 4 over 1 divided by negative 4 over 3. So negative 4 over 1 times 3 over negative 4, the reciprocal of that. Then notice the negative 4's will cancel out, and we're just left with positive 3. So here, this would be positive 3. And then plus 4 is still there. Okay, does that make sense? So to get this value, we have to take negative 4 divided by negative 4 over 3, what we factored out. And we're left with positive 3. So just be careful with this because it's kind of tricky when you have to factor out fractions. Especially if the sign is different, you got to make sure that the sign changes. So notice negative went to positive. And you could test this as well. Like if I take this and I distribute it in the bracket, I would end up with negative 4 over 3x, and then negative 4 over 3 times 3, the 3's would cancel out, and I'm just left with minus 4, right? But the way you get that 3 is through this process here. So now, notice that it's easy to get all the transformation values. So the a value is negative 3 over 2. K value is negative 4 over 3. D value is negative 3, right? You always switch the sign. And then the C value is positive 4. So notice that the D value is negative 3. It's not positive 4. So a lot of times students will say the D value is positive 4 without factoring out that negative 4 over 3. But you have to factor it out. The X value has to be by itself, right? So just be careful with that. And now that we have all of our transformation values, just double checking if they're all correct, they seem correct, we can state what the transformations are. So a value of negative 3 over 2, well, we know that there is a vertical stretch because 3 over 2 is greater than 1. 3 over 2 is 1.5. So just because it's a fraction, usually if there's a fraction, we say it's a vertical compression, but usually the fraction is between 0 and 1. In this case, it's greater than 1. 3 over 2 is 1.5, so we have to say it's a vertical stretch by factor 3 over 2. And because the a value is negative, that also means that there's a reflection in the x-axis. All right. K value of negative 4 over 3 means when we talk about the factor, remember the k value, you have to flip it. So the factor is going to be 3 over 4, it means it's a horizontal compression. By factor 3 over 4. Right, so the factor and the k value, they're always the reciprocals of each other. So 4 over 3, 3 over 4. 3 over 4 is between 0 and 1, so it's a compression. And then it's negative, so we also know that there's a reflection. When the k value is negative, there's a reflection in the y-axis. All right, and then the d value of negative 3 basically means translation 3 units left. And then a C value of positive 4 means there's a translation. 4 units up. Right, so not the prettiest list of transformation, but nevertheless, those are the transformations. And we got those from the transformation values. And we got that by first taking this and putting it into proper transformation format. More specifically, factoring out that negative 4 over 3 as the k, and then getting that new d value of negative 3. So those transformations right there, that's the answer.